So in today's show, we're going to talk about the need for progression over perfection. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman. If you are coming through, if you do resonate with this, then please do let me know. How are we doing? Fucking hell, we're almost there, aren't we? I am definitely ready for 10 days off over Christmas to fucking switch the fuck off. Come here. So I want to talk today about trying to get out of that perfect mentality and trying to get into the need for a progressive mentality. Okay, I think it's really important. Digby, Jesse, come here. I think this is super important when it comes to you and your development. For me, a perfect mentality is one that creates a feeling of procrastination. It's one that acts as a barrier to you moving forwards and taking action with the things that you want to do. Quite simply because you end up building up this picture, this perfect vision of what you need to be or where you need to be before you begin your journey. And I get a lot of this in the terms of people saying I'm not ready, or leave me for 6 months to get fit before I join, which is mental, or I'm going to get myself sorted out and then I'm going to come on a program, or I just need to sort out a couple of things and then I'll get started. And the realisation really is that actually we're never really going to be in a perfect situation to start a journey. Things are never really going to be perfect. There's never a perfect moment or opportunity to start a journey because there is no such thing. If you look at like real life and reality, if you kind of look at life, there's always some form of problem or some form of distraction that creates some level, of stress or anxiety. So what we have to be able to do is understand the theory of progression and having that progressive mindset rather than the perfection mindset. Now, if you are somebody that wants to change the way they're doing something, if you're somebody that wants to improve the way that they have their work-life balance, if you're somebody that wants to lose 2 stone, if you're someone that wants to run their own business or thrive in their career, okay, the thing that I would very much recommend, and I always recommend here, especially if you are a very busy, very stressed individual, is trying to look at just a progressive mentality in terms of, look, I'm not in the greatest place right now, but how can I go from not in the greatest place to 1% better? Or going from not in the greatest place to feeling a little bit better about myself. So I think the key thing here is to understand that instead of trying to wait for the perfect moment and have the perfect journey and have the perfect scenario where your expectations are through the roof, why not just have the journey where you go, I'm just going to start. This is what I teach in anything that we do. Let's put our expectations and match them for our condition and where we are right now in terms of like, I'm here, I'm just starting. Come here now. Up here. And sit there. Stay. These fucking dogs, honestly. One day you'll find out that dogs are not walking with me. Come here. Because they just sabotage their lives. So the progressive mentality allows you to take away that pressure, allows you to take away those high expectations. Just say, look, I'm starting a journey here. I don't know where it's going to end up. I don't know where I'm going to go at the very start of this, but I just want to feel like that need for progression, that feeling for progression brings a lot more fulfillment, a lot more accomplishment. You reach milestones. It allows you to move forwards a little bit more. You start improving. Okay, we take away and start stripping away that perfect mentality with the perfect scenario. And it allows you more freedom to be able to develop and grow and thrive in whatever area of life you're looking to do that. It also matches up with the fact that, you know, we live in this chaotic world, and there are going to be days when we just don't feel like showing up, when things don't really happen for us the way that we want them to. Days when we feel unappreciated, days when we feel frustrated, and the way that when we have this progressive mindset, the way that we look at it is that we go, look, okay, this is not the perfect scenario. I'm not trying to wait for the perfect day to be able to change, but I can overcome that chaos by just slowly showing up that 1% every single day, okay? It might be a really bad day, but I beat the snooze button. It might be a really bad day, but I got my run in. It might be a really bad day, but I performed my presentation at work. It might be a really bad day, but I bought flowers and got home on time for dinner. So in your mind, you're ticking off these very micro wins, these 1% that are progressive. They move you forwards in the right direction rather than the wrong direction. So if you look at a period of a year, for example, look at somebody with a perfect mentality and then look at somebody with a progressive mentality. Somebody over that year might have waited 6 to 7 months trying to wait for the perfect moment or opportunity or window to change. And the person who is in a progressive mentality might have struggled for the first 6 to 7 months, still trying to regain control of their life, but still progressing in a forward manner. And by the end of that year, those two different people, one will be much more advanced in their journey, and the other one would have wasted a whole fucking lot of time, created expectations that are unrealistic, and continue to be frustrated. Whereas after a year, the person who has that progressive mindset will have found numerous small wins, continue their journey, and learned and discovered that they want more and conditioned themselves to do so. So when it comes to the progressive versus perfect mentality, look at just dropping anything that you think is ever going to be perfect. The whole Man Coach project started in 2017. For me, it was due to start in 2015. I spent 2 years trying to create the perfect business and the perfect time to launch and the perfect program and the perfect situation. And I wasted 2 fucking years where I could have helped a lot more guys. Could have put me forward a little bit more in business. It could have helped all those people. I could have left my old business a lot earlier. Could have lived life on my terms a little bit more. You know, could have saved a whole lot of stress and heartache and other bits and pieces that would have all affected it. And because of that perfect mentality, it cost me 2 years of helping people. So you see, the perfect mentality is a procrastination tool. Whereas if I decided to go into that business in 2015, so I'm just going to launch this, you know, I'm going to start with imperfect action, and as we go along, I'm just going to progress it and evolve it as I do myself. So I kind of have a little think about, you know, that progressive and that perfect mentality. If you're stuck in a perfect mentality, it's time to fucking drop the cloak, all right, and just fucking start. Just fucking start. Stop making shit excuses and just get the fuck on with it. And move forward 1%. What can you do today that's going to act as a win? Great. I fucking progressed from yesterday. The next day, let's do that again, and then let's add something else, and then away we go, on and on and on and on and on and on and on, until we're fucking in control. All right, guys, have a good day.